Welcome back to the Rubaboskii podcast, and here we're talking about building your brands for the day.
Building your brands is basically like investing in yourself. You are your own brand, so invest in yourself. Do what you need to do to basically not have a cycle life. Basically, just do something that you want to do. Basically, like invest in yourself, time, energy, money, mental health, whatever you need to do. Physical, if you need to work out.
Yeah.
So whatever you need to do to invest in a dream or vision that you had in yourself. So
yeah, because what I tell people all the time is, I mean, everybody got the new top of the line phones. If it's the
Galaxy 10,
iPhones or the best
iPhone hater.
Android. I ain't no iPhone hater. iPhone just trash. But yeah, I said everybody got a phone, and why not make? You spend so much money on these phones, you might as well make money off of them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I did. I spent $1,500. Oh, you don't have to break that out. No cursing here. We spent $1,500 on a phone. I mean, why not get money back doing stuff? I mean, you can pull it out, you can record. I mean, you got YouTube.
Most people that check their screen time is nothing but social media.
Social media.
So why not
wasting
use
time that you could be making money?
Making money.
So don't use what you have to your advantage. So we have all these platforms, social media. We have Instagram, we have Snapchat, we have Facebook, we have all these different apps, but we don't use it for beneficial gain. We use it for, I would say, just a getaway.
Gossip.
Yeah, just getting away from reality, basically. Right. So instead of making yourself money through these apps and through social media, you're making somebody else richer.
Making somebody else richer. So I tell my son every day. Every day he go to sleep listening to YouTube or watching YouTube, or he want Minecraft, he want Fortnite, but he's watching somebody play Minecraft or watching somebody play Fortnite. I'm like, you do know you just put money in other people's pocket. Like, why not make that money yourself? And he told me, he was like, I said, you want to work for somebody all your life, or do you want to work for yourself and do this and do that? He was like, well, it's a hard work. I was like, would you rather hard work doing it for yourself and going where you want to go and hanging with your friends and y'all making a living, or do you want to, dang, I got to get up in the morning. I can't stay out tonight because I got to go to work in the morning.
And it's like, basically like last time, it's just, would you rather struggle for yourself or struggle for somebody else? So for me, the biggest thing now would be starting my NDO training thing, my clothing line.
No days off.
Yeah, NDO stands for no days off. So before I started it, I had every thought in my head. I had people telling me, you're this age, you don't have this and you don't have that. You're not gonna be able to start it. You're not gonna be able to do this. I mean, regardless of what they feel or what they think, I listened to them for a certain amount of time. I didn't do it because I was like, okay, it might not work because of so and so said so. But I still decided to do it anyway because I said, I'll never know if I don't try. So for me, I just said, if I fail, I failed knowing what to do, what not to do. So for me, I didn't really look at it as failure. I looked at it as a learning process.
You want to fail is not even in my vocabulary. The only fail in my vocabulary is I'm watching TV with my wife and I fell asleep. Like, that's the only thing I'm feeling. I fell asleep. Failure is not an option for me. Like, it's been some times, low times. Everybody always feel like, oh, because you got your own business, you got all this money, and
don't mean nothing.
I tell people, I wish I had the money y'all sell, but they only see the things that you have, but they don't see the things that you do. Or how I got to out of that. It's been nights that it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm an hour and a half away, and you gotta grind, man.
But and that goes back to just saying, like, he was grinding for himself because he said he had a vision, he had a goal in mind to say, I don't like waking up every day to do this for somebody. I'm making somebody else rich, basically. I don't have no time for my son. I don't have time for my family. I don't have time for wife and kids. I don't have time for any of that stuff because I'm on somebody else's clock. So he said, forget this. I'm going to go and do this on my own. why not try it? So he had it and he just stuck with it. And always be consistent and persistent no matter what. Even if the days are just like, nah, I don't feel like getting up today. I have days I don't feel like going to the gym, but I go anyway. I get up at 5 a.m. to go run or work out. I don't feel like doing it every day, but I get up majority of the time to do it anyway because I know.
No days off.
Yeah, so because I know the benefits of it. Because the day I take that one moment I take that day off is gonna be the time that I'm like, all right, I'm fine. The excuses you give yourself today are gonna be the setbacks you have tomorrow.
I feel like a lot of people give excuses. I don't have no excuses. I don't care, man. If I gotta figure something out, you gotta figure something out, man. It's a way to everything. You just gotta get outside the box. Because most people won't get outside the box.
But that's because people have conditioned them to think inside the box.
I know that you're right.
Social norms.
Yeah,
That's my thing. Don't be normal. Be different.
Be different.
yeah.
And you wanna know what people tell me every single day? You retarded. You crazy. You crazy.
When I
You know
first
what?
met him, I swear to you, I thought he was I'll kid you not, I thought this man was insane.
He still live.
He is, but you understand him better the more you hang around him. You understand him better when you see why he thinks the way he
Because
does.
I've been on some other stuff. Like half the stuff that I do now, people be like, they would never thought, oh, this is what this guy doing. Like,
But
no.
people like that is very great to hang around. Like I know, I'm pretty sure people that actually know me and are close to me probably say this guy is insane. Like if you just talk to me, I'm pretty sure he can tell you. Both of them probably can tell you just from being around me. Like this guy is probably freaking crazy. But when it comes to being dedicated and persistent, and when it comes to motivation or advice, or when it comes to just life in general, they know like when it's time, they all both know that okay, we can like D can talk, or we can talk to D, or I can go to them and talk about anything because it's just how it is.
He's an old man with a lot of wisdom and a young person body.
Facts.
Lawrence
Blessing
Fishburne.
and a curse.
How we do it, Lawrence
Yeah,
Fishburne?
you gotta sit like this. That's the
Sit like this.
You gotta hit like his hips bad. I'm like, oh, you got hips like
Oh,
you got hips
man.
like the Tin Man need a little oil.
I can't sit like that. I call him Lawrence Fishburne, but hey, but he got some wisdom. And like I tell people, man, you gotta do your own thing, man. Do your own thing. And I tell my son all the time, like you 11. Like this kids that's, he watches one YouTube, he 18. Like, and he in the Milwaukee, the Bucks game, yo, jumping on the little trampoline at halftime, dunking the ball and stuff. I'm like, yo, that could be you. But I try to, his mindset, he young, he 11, but like I say, man, like, you don't ever have to work in your life. You don't ever have to work. If you do your own thing, I mean,
if you start your brand early, you will never have to work for somebody. But if you start it too late, then now you got to work for somebody while building your brand. And what we're trying to say is just start early. Don't hesitate. Even if you feel like you're gonna fail forward.
yeah.
Don't. It's not even failure after a while because you're gonna be like, okay, I learned that. I learned
Well,
this.
we ain't gonna fail for it. We gonna fall for it.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna fail for it.
You fall asleep.
We fall asleep. Oh,
So-
he fell asleep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
he
fell
did.
asleep.
Yeah.
But
But,
other than that, it's just making sure your mindset is in the right place also. So,
Cool, because it's tough.
but yeah,
Like I
because
said,
you
you're
can
gonna have your low days.
Yeah.
Your low
You are.
days might put you.
Woo. I know. There been times like, man, I've been tapped out, man. It's like my nose just above the water. Just,
like you don't want to keep going. Like you have those days where you're just like, why keep going? Like you even tell yourself like you can know everything. You can have all the motivational quotes. You can have all the scriptures. You can have anything that you want. You can have the mindset. But you're gonna have those days. It's inevitable. It hits everybody. You're gonna have those days where you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But slow progress is also progress. Like even if you're moving slowly,
Baby steps.
yeah, slow progress is a part of the process. So if you're moving slowly,
look at a turtle for example.
Yeah.
Like, turtle get where it gotta go. They don't care how slow. Hey, you gotta. Because my thing is, if you don't do it, then tomorrow is gonna be like the same thing. Like,
Pretty much.
why not go ahead and get it over and do it or try it?
at least try.
At least try. Like I tell people, like when I started my own thing, first it was I didn't even have a name. I was just buying storage units, and then I was like, I could do this. So that's why I gave myself trips all around. And then I tell people, just because you start one thing don't mean that's where you're gonna end it.
Yeah.
I mean, I started that, but then I elevated and did something different. Get the give some insight.
Give some motivation, give some insight, give some feedback on, like last video, 3 different perspectives on how to keep going when adversity hits. 3 different mindsets on adversity when it hits. Because I can tell you, I had to grow into my mindset because of how I was raised. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's just where you were born in and where you're thrown into, why you think the way you do or why you are the way you are. But once you start experiencing certain stuff and you start taking bits and pieces from your experiences, then you start to say, okay, now I can put this where I need it, now I can get that, and now I can start thinking of this. I'm tougher than I actually thought I was. So it just depends on what you want for your life, like a mindset that you want. Do you want to continue to have those days where you like, one day I'm great, tomorrow I know I'm not going to be great tomorrow, or you want to go months without even having a downfall, but then that one day you can still push through that one day. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody would love to have that instead of having an emotional or mental roller coaster you going up and down.
But another thing, I feel like people, like anybody, any and everybody can have their own thing, but you know, it's the material thing. Like, I know people right now who rather have nice shoes on their feet, dressed nice, got nice jewelry, tatted up everywhere, but they can't, nice phones, got the Xbox, got a PlayStation, got flat screens, but it's like, but you want, like, for one, oh, I don't have a car, or, I mean, I don't have any money. Like, sacrifice. You can sacrifice that, and
but the same way you want them shoes, them TVs, all that stuff, you need to get a bigger picture.
That mess up, it'll come.
Yeah.
It'll come later. Because this dude, he had like 4 or 5 kids. And for Christmas, he got them all LLCs for Christmas. Like, people don't think like that. They're like,
that's
like,
smart.
Yeah, like,
that's real smart. Like, it don't matter what.
Christmas gift.
Yeah, like, they don't understand it now.
Well, I mean, some of them are older, but still, like, because everybody feel like, oh, Christmas or birthdays, we gotta do this, do this, do that. No, it's like, you don't need this, you don't need that. Like, you know, invest in yourself.
You are your best investment.
Because what I tell people, like, there's things that I want to do, but I know I have to save up and do what I got to do to get it. Because I have friends, or I could probably go into a bank and be like, you know, I need to borrow this money. I need to borrow $50,000. And if you borrow $50,000 from a bank, by the time you pay that off, what do you pay, $65,000 for? Yeah. And then if you go borrow some money from somebody else, what, not only do you have to pay them back interest, then they want a part of your company. Yeah. Well, let me get X amount of percent of your company. Well, you can sacrifice a little bit, and you put that money and just own it outright. Do your own thing.
When you first start, like, even with my business and starting like with the clothing line and everything, when I first started, I was nervous about doing hoodies and everything. But then when I actually went and put it out there, the money that I made, you had to put it back into the business. If the money that you're making or profiting from, if you're not putting it back into the business, it's not for you.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Like, you're just doing this for the financial gain. Yeah. Like, you don't really care about what your business is going to bring in the world. So now if you're chasing money, you're going to be chasing it for the remainder of your life.
Yeah, because that's what I tell people. I don't think about, I mean, obviously you're going to think about now, but my thing is, I'm thinking about now on how to get to where I want to be later. Yeah. Because I have an end goal, and I just don't, because some of the ideas, just like with the Rubaboskii thing, you know, I talked to some people, and they was like, maybe you should charge. And I'm like, why charge if I could do a service for you for free in the front end, and then on the back end,
then you start,
I'm reaping all the benefits. That's just like planting your seed. Yeah. Like, you plant your seed now.
It was your choice to plant that seed.
Yeah.
Now, but it's going to be your conscious decision to keep watering it, keep fertilizing, keep giving it sunlight, keep giving it the proper things.
Keep doing what you got to do.
Because in the end, like he said, once it gets big and people, and everybody that watches this, you know you love free. Everybody loves free, no matter what it is. You can't, it doesn't even have to be something you even like or want, but it's free. So you can go take it. So therefore, when somebody come to you and say, hey, I got a free idea that I'm starting my business, I just want you to look at the idea, I just want to put it in your store or your company. they're gonna say, "Oh, if it don't cost me nothing, I'm gonna do it," because it's nothing that's harming them. It's beneficial to you.
Yep.
You just have to be willing to do the, how would I say, the grunt work.
Yep.
The work that nobody, the water boy work, the work nobody else wanted to do. So, like, think about it. If you do the free work, and then it starts growing, it starts getting big, and people are like, "What is this sticker?" And then they see it on another one, and they see consistency. They're gonna start looking into your business or looking into your brand or whatever you're doing, or looking into your YouTube channel or anything that you have going on. So then they're gonna, the more you see it, the more you're gonna start thinking about it.
It's gonna burn that image in your mind. That's gonna be like, Because right now I got 6 stickers out. Put them out there. 6 stickers.
I got 3 hoodies.
So yeah, so it's like, man, and the hardest thing is the not knowing, and then talking to people, because sometimes you just be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I don't know how to go. Like, you got to start your path somewhere.
Yeah.
You gotta put your foot out there, one way or another.
And to me, like him saying, you not know, a lot of people don't know. They just do.
Just do.
So, like, not saying everybody doesn't know about what they're doing, but a lot of people, like, I'm pretty sure the first person that wanted to start his business didn't know what he was doing. He just had an idea, a vision, and a dream. And he said,
trial and error.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna keep going until I figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Because there's not one business right now that started like this, and they've been in the game for a long time, and they still doing.
Even the ones that parents funded the money and you had the building and everything, you still had to put it out there. Like, you still started with one person coming into your company, and then it grew to 2 people, and then it grew to 3 people. Like, don't look at it as because it's going slow that it's not going to work. Look at it as, okay, this is my learning process, so therefore when it's time for me to shine, that it's going to grow the way it's supposed to grow.
It's like YouTube, bro. Everything is slow. Like, once you start YouTube, you like, dang, I got 70-some views. All right, that's okay. You feel good about yourself, then you be like, got 1,000. Want to come up.
Yeah.
Then after that, like you're saying, you just gonna grow from there. Like, let other people do your hard work.
Yeah,
other people.
I love that. But and then into that, him saying the whole "let people do your hard work" is not.
It's not saying that you're not gonna work, because you obviously you're gonna put in
behind the scenes work.
Yeah,
that's the hardest work.
That is the hardest work. But another thing what people need to do, just because you got a business, don't mean, like, if you got a business, you need to be that type of person. Like, don't try to get over on nobody, man.
Have a genuine heart when you do certain stuff. So because of the way my business is and the how it's set up, the biggest thing for me is making sure people have better mental health, better physical health, and better spiritual health. Because without those things, like, you're gonna be continually up and down. You're gonna continue to have roller coasters in life. And, like, I want to see people have a better life because I know where my life came from. And I know if I can do it, why not help somebody else and just give them pointers and tips on how they can have a better life. So I'm genuine about mine. I don't do it for the profit. I don't do it for the anything financial gain. I do it because I'm like, okay, if I get, the more I get it out there and the bigger it becomes, now people are going to start, okay, this dude is genuine about what he does. This dude really cares, and he actually wants to change the world. I'm not doing this to set my sights low to change a country or to change a town. I'm doing this to change the world. Never set your sights on something that's low. Never. Just always think bigger than what it really is. Yeah.
Like they say, aim for the stars, man.
Yeah.
And I know I have crazy ideas, but you know what I used to tell people? Well, when people say, man, that's crazy, man, that ain't gonna work.
That's the best idea.
You want to know the first person I said? I was like, back in the day when the Wright brothers was trying to fly airplanes and stuff, people was telling them, oh, that's crazy.
Ain't gonna work.
Now guess what? Planes going, every time you look up in the sky, it's playing somewhere.
You hear it, helicopter, all that stuff.
Somewhere.
Because it's crazy until it happens.
Yep, and look at them. They fingerprint is on Boeing, Delta, Southwest,
American.
Like, they fingerprint is the Wright brothers.
Yeah, literally. They started with the idea to say, we're going to be the first to fly. We don't know how.
No.
But we're going to at least attempt to try this. They took hang gliders, they took metal, they took everything they could and just jumped off the edge of a cliff.
Jumped off the edge of a cliff.
Think about that. They took it and jumped off the edge of a cliff. Not knowing if they were going to live, not knowing if they were going to die. They just jumped and said, hopefully this works.
Oh, man.
Think about that if you watch this and think about if they can jump off the edge of a cliff, but you're scared to go start your business. That has nothing to do with jumping off the edge of a cliff. You're just afraid to fail.
Not only if they jumped off the cliff and broke, like, man, Ain't no ambulance and helicopters gonna pick
Not back in
them
those times.
up. Nope.
So, at that time, like they were just crazy to everybody else, but in their mind, they said this can work.
This can work.
But if the first step to having gained, the first step to success is believing that you can.
Yeah.
So once you find a group of
Yes,
people,
you can.
once you find a group of people that believes in your ideal, agrees with you in agreement, and not lying to you, but giving you truthful advice and criticism to help you grow, then that's when you know that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
So like the people that I surround myself with, them and a couple more people, they give me, even if I don't want to hear it, they still tell me what I don't want to hear. Him. If I don't want to hear it, they still tell me. Like even if they know, like, okay, that was wrong, you shouldn't have did that. Like even, and then they'll tell me the positives, like, okay, but you still know and you're still learning and certain stuff. If you don't have people in your circle that are like that, get rid of them. Like just
them out.
Yeah, like you need people in your life that fix your dream and your goal. So go after your dreams and your goals and get people that that fit your dream and your goal.
Yep.
If you don't have them, God will send them to you. The universe, whatever you believe in, will send them to you. So that's what I say about the whole situation.
Like I said, you're right.
Yeah. So
What they say about a bird? What is it? A bird with the
brother, I can't tell you.
what? A bird with the what is it? Yo, it's
I can't
like
tell you.
well, I'm gonna make it my turn. Birds with the same feathers flock together.
Okay, there you go.
That's probably not the right terminology.
No, I heard that before.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
3. Action.
So just like it's a sense of like self-confidence, like a self-motivator, a mental booster if you like have your own stuff. So like for me start my own clothing and my own fashion and sportswear and stuff like that. We all have on Nike, some brand of something, Adidas, something. Like he has his
somebody
own,
else making somebody else rich.
yeah. So he has his own shirt and stuff.
Buying stock in the Nike.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
My money buying their stock.
So he
Come back to you though.
yeah, it come back to you.
It come back to you. But
Only
they gonna
stock.
come back to you like it's your own.
Yeah. So like, how would it feel if you wake up and you whatever if your thing is fashion or whatever you have, if you wake up and you can say, okay, I don't want to wear this today. I want to wear one of my Indio shirts. I want to wear Indio hoodie. I want to wear my Indio type. Like I think for me, it's like I started this. This is my stuff. Can't nobody take this from me.
Nope.
So I think it's like for me, and then you can spread the wealth. More people that wear your stuff, and the more people that you have around, and so like when I have my stuff, I can give my brother some stuff. I can give John some stuff. Like it's just how it is. He can give me some stuff. It's just when you start getting your stuff out there, you start branding yourself, and you start getting that idea like, okay, let's go after it, and actually doing your own stuff, it boosts you up. Like, okay, I can actually do this. So like with me, when I first started, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know where this is gonna work. God, I trust you. I don't know how this is gonna work. But once I sold my first hoodie, I was like, oh yeah, we in there now. We in there. Like, can't nobody. Like, they know we in a group chat. Me and one of my other brothers and him.
I'm not in the group chat. They don't care about me.
He has an Android. We don't do green. We don't do green bubbles.
What are we using to record these banging videos though?
It's a Galaxy. I give it. They have great quality.
I
We
can
not.
bring my camera.
You got what?
He's gonna bring his camera.
Bring your camera.
So
You're bringing a camera. The camera versus the phone.
that is facts.
The camera better than the phone. I mean, the phone better than the camera.
Make me for that.
Yeah. But like we're in it. Like when I sold my first hoodie, and then I put it in the group chat, and I let them know that I sold it, and I told them, I said, it's nowhere but up from here. Like because in my head, all I needed was to see that I could do it. And once the first person believed and invested, I said, okay, that means other people are going to believe and invest.
That's
So
it.
you just need that one person. You just need one person to believe or understand. Everybody else does not matter. Everybody else will come as the further
They
you go
will
along.
come. They really would.
Yeah, so
Just like a shark in the freaking water.
yeah, you smell blood.
You smell blood, now everybody want a piece of it.
Yeah. You gotta that is definitely real. Like you gotta wake up, man. You go after what you want. You can't just
Everybody.
can't just be sitting around, man. Like
Oh, I be listening to Sway. My bad.
yeah.
That's his theme song in the beginning. And when he first hit on, wake up. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm John. This D. That's Jamon. I mean,
You should know if you watched the last one by now,
Yeah.
but we'll reintroduce ourselves. By the way,
reintroduce myself. My
Body
name is
Armor, I need you to sponsor
Rubaboskii.
me.
R to the UB. B-O to the S-K-I. That ain't how you spell it, y'all. That ain't how you spell it.
First of all, man, you putting that in the bloopers.
Yes.
That has to go. That has to go. You first of all, you spelled his thing wrong.
No, man, because it's, man, spell Rubaboskii. Say it right. Rubaboskii. Rubaboskii.
Rubaboskii. Rubaboskii.
That's how you gotta say it. Like, okay, we're going on a roller coaster ride, and I'm retarded because I be holding my breath. Like, I'm always holding my breath. Like,
Trying to kill yourself.
and I'll be like,
Breathe.
and then when we go down, I'll be like, Rubaboskii! And people be throwing their hands up. Hell no. My hands like this.
Slide right out.
I'm like this. But back to your scheduled programming. All right, but brand yourself, and like I
Make sure
said,
you are your best, like your biggest investment. Like
Yeah.
before you get into a relationship with anybody, make sure you know who you are before you do anything that doesn't include yourself and with somebody else. Just make sure you
Keep investing in you.
Yeah, keep investing in you. Make sure your mind is right. Make sure your goals are right. Make sure your vision is right. Make sure you can see clearly. Because if not, you're gonna waste your life, and then you're gonna be upset. You're gonna keep being depressed.
and you gotta make sure they're shooting with you in the gym.
Yeah,
You gotta make sure of that.
because if not, like you just gonna keep inviting people that want something from you and don't.
That's
want
all it is,
to
man.
grow
It's a
with you.
grab, man. Everything's a money grab, man.
Yeah,
Everything's a money grab. I mean, when I did this, it wasn't about, like you said, man, it's not about the money, man. I wanted to make enough money so I could be home. Because getting off 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I mean, I'm not seeing nobody. I'm not seeing my family. I'm not
you see
seeing
the
my
back
son.
of your eyelids.
That's it. Back of my eyelids. And when I wake up, same thing.
Yeah, so
He in school and I'm home waiting to go to work. But like I said, there's a lot of things you can do if you had your own thing, build your own brand. Everybody, man. There's a little 7, 8-year-old kid, Brian, that's making $27 million. That YouTube page, $27 million. Who fingerprinted on the airplane?
Wright
The
brothers.
Wright brothers. Orville and what's the other dude? Wilbur. You stupid.
Ain't his name Wilbur?
You stupid.
What, ain't it Wilbur?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that's
his name.
But I'm talking about the other Wilbur.
You stupid.
Jada.
You stupid.
Shaggy Jaggy.
Shut up. You don't. You don't.
You dumb.
You don't.
You don't know. You ain't met
No.
Wilbur.
I don't even know nothing about
Back
what
to
they
your
talking about.
scheduled
Yeah,
program.
let's go back to it. Let's go back to work. 'Cause this ain't it. I'm gonna tell you later. I got something for you.
But
I'm gonna get you some veneers.
you stupid. You stupid, man. You stupid, yo.
But anyway, I don't know. Oh yeah, $27 million. He's wait,
Oh
8,
yeah,
7,
no,
8?
yeah, 7, 8 years old, and I mean, he opened up toys. Everybody, like my niece, trying to get her to do something. That's why I got my mom to get her a gimbal for Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, whenever she started, I'll tell y'all, but I ain't gonna tell nobody now because I don't want nobody to steal the idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come find you. I'm gonna come hunt you down.
Yeah. That's why if you do your own thing, make sure that you get it and trademark it, so can't nobody take it from you. Don't tell nobody.
Don't
Tell the
tell
right
nobody.
people, but don't tell the wrong people because some stuff that's yours would somebody would definitely
There's
take
always
it.
somebody out there that want to get you. Always somebody out there want to get you.
Like I have a basketball thing that I have. I'm not gonna tell you the name of it yet. I have something big coming. I'm not gonna tell you the name of it. I'll tell you.
Keep talking.
But
Keep talking.
where you going?
I'm about to make sure this lighting good.
But it's a lot of stuff that you should be careful what you tell people, because if you tell the people the wrong thing, they'll take it and run. Like I know it's 3 people that I can trust, 4 people that I can trust. I got him. I have another one named Trey. He'll be in a guest speaker soon, and then I have John, and I have a couple other people. But
That's me.
I don't. Other than that, I don't tell nobody, because some people, you'll tell somebody, the quickest way to kill your dream is to tell a small-minded person.
Take 4.
You can just put that in, though.
Yeah, of course we can put that in.
But, recap. Make your own brand. Build your own brand.
Which is yourself.
And no idea is a dumb idea. Like
What is it?
Whenever you think about this, he'll tell you.
Yeah. You're thinking hard.
It's never a wrong question.
No, it's not.
It's never.
Wait, I said right.
It's
Hold on.
never
Never. See, look, we over here quoting stuff.
Wait, what is it?
It's never a wrong question.
A dumb
A
question.
dumb question.
Dumb question.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I said that.
Yeah. It's never a dumb question.
It's never a dumb question.
It's not, man, but I don't know, man. It's nothing like being your own boss. But I mean, some people might not want to be a boss, so I mean, you can have yourself a team. I mean,
you can be a boss with a team.
Yeah.
Or all y'all could be the boss. But just find the right fit, find the right people that think how you think, or want the same thing that you want.
And the best boss is the type of boss that will work with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I respected the supervisor of my old job. He came in there and he got on the floor and he did what we did. That will make you enjoy, like, working for somebody.
You feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, even when we work with you, it's like we're doing the same thing. So
Doing
it's
the
not
same
like
thing.
I tell you to do this and do that. Like, you're doing it with us. So it's
That's
like,
the only reason I work with
we
you.
going to actually get, like, a relationship while we doing it.
Yeah.
So you
That's
can
the only reason I do
understand
it.
why you do what you do.
And that's why I said I'm gonna be totally different from the people that I had to deal with. And like you said, I don't mind. I mean, I want it right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like for me, I think it's very important because me, it's just how I think. I just can't see myself working for anybody. But if I did have to work for somebody, I can't see myself working for somebody that's not one humble and feel like, okay, I grew. Now I ain't got to do this no more.
Yeah.
I want somebody to say, okay, I know where I came from, so I'm a little understanding and empathetic. So I know what he's dealing with because I didn't like doing this either.
yeah.
So I just moved
And
up
that's
in
what
the
I mean.
ranks.
Y'all work for me, or let me say, y'all work with me.
Yeah, whatever you want.
But it's not like it's work. It's really not like work. Like, oh, I'm going to this 9 to 5. I'm gonna have to do this. Can't have my phone now. I can't do this. I can't do that. No, it's just like hey, we about to hang. It's pretty much like us hanging out. We just doing stuff while we hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just do
And making what?
money.
Money,
Like,
money,
that's-
money, money, money.
like, the societal norm says you have to do this and do that and kill yourself to make money, which you really don't. Like, you have to grind. Don't get me wrong.
do
It's a
have to
grind
grind.
for it, but it's a lot easier than a lot of people are making it, especially
Well, what
in
you
the
think?
days of technology where
Yes.
all you can do, you can literally post one video and it can go
Yes.
on social media, and now you are famous.
Now you win the spotlight. And
So-
then, but
It just depends on your mindset. Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, this ain't gonna never work for me." First of all, you gotta change your thinking, because if you always one of them people that say this ain't gonna never work, or I can't never do this,
Negative things gonna happen.
yeah.
negative things gonna happen.
So if you just change your mind and say, "I'm afraid that this might not work, but I'm gonna do it anyway." That was my thought process with starting this whole thing, and do it anyway. And then once you start getting positive outcomes and start getting positive feedback, then you like, okay, I got this now.
You wanna know, like, an example is, okay, like you said, you afraid to do this, just like getting in a swimming pool. Like, you know when you get inside that pool, you're gonna have fun. But it's getting in it because, like, hey, you wanna come here? Come here. Tell me bring you outside.
No.
She said, nope. But I'm sure, like, okay, like, you know how you dip your toe in the water, oh, it's a little cold or whatever. Only thing, like, but when you jump in there, what? You good when you jump in there.
Well, let you know something now. I was young. I don't know exactly how old I was. Me and Trey had swimming lessons. This is how much I love water. I didn't care. I jumped in the deep end. Perfectly fine. Everybody panicking. I float back up.
Positive outcome. Me, I'm 7. Daredevil, jump in the water, straight to the bottom. All I'm doing, if it was not for my nephew, stepdad saving me, I wouldn't be on this podcast right now. I ain't tried to swim since that day. Won't probably try it. I'll try it.
Me?
I lie.
I get right to 3 foot. I'll walk right down there to my neck.
I stay on it. I mean, I have to learn how to swim eventually, because it's one of those things that if I don't do it, if I don't conquer it, it'll conquer me.
Yep.
And that's my mindset for something. I attack all things.
And that's going to be the
fearless.
mindset for everything. Like, because everything, like you said, the things we talking about, it all ties into the whole Branger thing. Like,
Conquer life.
Yes.
Go after what you want. Stop being afraid. When life hits, keep going, even if you have to move slow. It all ties into the same
Everything
stuff, but we're
ties
just
into the
giving
same
you
thing.
like motivational, inspirational, 3 different ideas of it.
Because it's things that people do every single day. If it's, like you said, if it's, like,
We're creatures of habit and
Yeah.
routine. We
Like-
have to eat every day. We
Yeah.
have to drink whatever, water, liquor, something. We're all creatures of habit. Blink, breathe. Everything we do, some stuff is subconscious.
Automatic.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
stuff is
automatic.
subconscious. Subconscious is stuff that you don't normally have to think about, and some stuff is conscious. You have to think about doing. But we're all creatures of habit. So why not be a habit and be successful? Why not be
successful? Leave a legacy for yourself. Or if you got family and kids, like right now, when I die, like my son is like Rubaboskii is always going to be on this world.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be floating in the air in the timeline or pictures or somewhere on the internet. You're always going to be able to find Rubaboskii.
Yeah.
Always going to be able to find Rubaboskii. Hey, all being all grown. Hey,
but just make sure that you don't give up, regardless
Don't
of what it
give
is.
up.
Don't be afraid.
Try.
At least try before you just go ahead and, regardless of if it's your family, friends, regardless of who it is, regardless if they shut down your dreams or.
I had family, I had friends, and I had co-workers that tell me that I was crazy.
But you know why? Because life told them that. Society said you crazy because somebody told them that. So it's a constant cycle. Who's going to break the cycle?
Yeah.
Why not
like,
you?
Why? Like you're gonna leave this? You know you're gonna get paid on this day to making whatever money you're gonna make, or you know you got benefits to not having benefits. But hey, like I said, yourself, like I said, your mind. That's the only thing that matters. Like I said, that's one thing that you don't need to let somebody compromise. Do your own thing. But any last remarks?
Are we closing this out?
Yeah.
Well, y'all go follow me on Instagram at _NDO_training. Be on the lookout for any of my NDO merch. I will be dropping a whole bunch of soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. And
Be on the lookout.
everything else will be in the link in the description. Like and subscribe. Y'all got anything to say?
What about you?
I'm stupid.
You sleepy?
Boy.
You ain't gonna shut yourself out, man.
I'm going to. Just not right now. Hold up.
Putting this up to this. We cooked on the grill today.
It was good.
We cooked for them.
I'm sleepy.
Well, we all
To be honest
cooked.
with
The men cooked.
I'm about to say.
The men cooked the
I'm
food.
about to say.
We prepped it. He cooked it. We all had a hand in it.
We all had a hand in it. But I'm Rubaboskii across the board. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube,
everything.
everything. Everything is everything.
Y'all can go follow me. Go subscribe to my channel, Pacman42, PACKMAN__42. That's it.
Well, guys, that's the end of our second podcast. And there's a lot more coming, so stay tuned because there's more things and this the podcast coming on. I got Rubaboskii TV. I'm actually going to drop a video later on today. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to drop a video once a week. And every day my wife is actually posting pictures and
Positive inspirational quotes.
positive quotes and inspiration.
Of Rubaboskii gear and other stuff. So be on the lookout for that. So
Yes.
y'all just stay tuned for the upcoming, the good stuff that's coming up for all three of us. So
Well, Rubaboskii out.